Imagine stepping outside on a quiet morning and being welcomed by the aroma of fresh herbs swaying gently in the breeze. You snip a few chive leaves for breakfast, gather some rosemary for a roasted dinner, and pick fresh mint for a soothing cup of tea. Best of all, these herbs keep returning year after year without demanding constant attention. That's the beauty of perennial herbs. Unlike annual herbs that need replanting every season, perennials establish themselves once and continue producing for many years. They offer a steady supply of flavor, fragrance, and greenery while requiring surprisingly little maintenance. Whether you garden in a spacious backyard, a small raised bed, or a collection of containers on a balcony, perennial herbs can transform your growing space into a productive and attractive retreat. In this video, we'll discover 8 outstanding perennial herbs that provide years of harvest with minimal effort. And be sure to stay until the end, because one of these plants is so incredibly tough that it's almost impossible to get rid of once it settles in. Let's begin with a classic herb that deserves a place in every garden. 1. Chives, a reliable herb that practically grows itself. Few herbs are as dependable as chives. If there were an award for the easiest perennial herb to grow, chives would certainly be among the top contenders. Their slender green leaves may appear modest, but they deliver impressive productivity, exceptional versatility, and remarkable resilience year after year. One of the first signs that spring has arrived is often the appearance of fresh chive shoots emerging from the soil. Long before many plants fully awaken from winter, chives begin sending up bright green growth, adding color and life to the garden while temperatures are still cool. Once established, they become one of the most dependable herbs you can grow. Chives thrive in sunny locations but also perform surprisingly well in partial shade. As long as the soil drains reasonably well, they continue expanding into larger, denser clumps with each passing season. Their ability to tolerate occasional neglect makes them especially appealing to busy gardeners. In the kitchen, chives are incredibly useful. Their mild onion flavor enhances a wide variety of dishes without overpowering other ingredients. Freshly chopped leaves pair beautifully with eggs, soups, salads, potatoes, creamy sauces, compound butters, and countless savory recipes. Because the flavor remains delicate and fresh, chives blend effortlessly into everyday cooking. As an added bonus, chives produce stunning ornamental flowers. During late spring and early summer, tall stems emerge carrying rounded clusters of vibrant purple blossoms. These flowers not only add beauty to the garden, but are also edible. Many gardeners scatter them over salads or use them to create colorful herb-infused vinegars. Pollinators love them too. Bees, butterflies, and other beneficial insects are naturally attracted to chive flowers, helping support a healthy garden ecosystem throughout the growing season. Once flowering is complete, simply trimming back the stems encourages fresh new growth. Some gardeners even leave a few flowers to mature and produce seeds, allowing chives to spread naturally over time. Maintenance couldn't be simpler. Every few years, mature clumps can be divided into smaller sections and replanted elsewhere. Each division quickly develops into a vigorous new plant, making it easy to expand your herb garden without spending additional money. Beautiful, productive, edible, and remarkably low maintenance, chives offer tremendous value while asking almost nothing in return. For gardeners seeking a perennial herb that reliably delivers season after season, few choices are as rewarding. 2. Lovage, the forgotten giant of the herb garden. While modern gardeners often focus on herbs like basil, parsley, and rosemary, there is another remarkable plant that was once considered indispensable in traditional kitchen gardens. That plant is lovage. Although it isn't as widely grown today, gardeners who discover lovage often wonder why it ever fell out of favor. This impressive perennial combines culinary usefulness, ornamental beauty, and exceptional hardiness in a single plant. Lovage is known for its impressive size. A mature plant can easily reach 5 to 6 feet tall, creating a dramatic presence in the garden. Its large green leaves resemble celery, but its flavor is considerably more complex and concentrated. The taste combines notes of celery, parsley, and subtle herbal spice, making it especially valuable for adding depth to soups, stews, stocks, and savory dishes. A little goes a surprisingly long way. One of the most fascinating qualities of lovage is its versatility. Nearly every part of the plant can be utilized. The leaves are commonly used in cooking, the hollow stems can flavor broths and sauces, The seeds serve as a spice, and the roots have been valued in traditional herbal practices for centuries. Very little of the plant is wasted. Lovage grows best in fertile soil that retains moisture without becoming waterlogged. It performs well in full sun but also tolerates partial shade, making it adaptable to a variety of garden conditions. Once established, it becomes extremely resilient. The plant survives harsh winters with ease and returns each spring with vigorous new growth. As summer progresses, tall flowering stems emerge, carrying clusters of soft yellow-green blooms that attract pollinators throughout the season. Because of its height and lush foliage, lovage also serves as an excellent background plant in herb gardens and mixed borders. Its architectural appearance adds structure and visual interest while requiring very little maintenance. A yearly application of compost and occasional watering during extended dry periods are often enough to keep it thriving. In the kitchen, lovage remains one of the most underappreciated herbs available. Its aromatic leaves bring incredible richness to soups, stocks, stews, sauces, and vegetable dishes. The seeds can also be incorporated into breads, seasoning blends, and savory spreads, adding a distinctive old-world flavor that many gardeners find irresistible. Historically, lovage was valued for more than culinary purposes. For centuries, herbalists cultivated it for use in traditional preparations and wellness remedies. Its fragrant oils were even incorporated into perfumes, bath products, and household preparations long before modern conveniences existed. Growing lovage today feels like rediscovering a hidden treasure from gardening history. It combines beauty, productivity, flavor, usefulness, and durability in a way few plants can match. Once established, it returns faithfully every year, quietly proving that some of the most valuable herbs are often the ones modern gardeners have forgotten. 3. Thyme, the small herb with incredible strength. Thyme may not be the largest or most dramatic herb in the garden, but it consistently proves that toughness often comes in small packages. If herbs had personalities, thyme would be the steady, reliable one, the plant that remains unfazed by drought, poor soil, summer heat, and occasional neglect. Its remarkable resilience comes from its Mediterranean heritage. For centuries, thyme has flourished on dry hillsides, rocky slopes, and sun-baked landscapes where water is scarce and conditions are far from ideal. These natural adaptations are exactly what make it one of the easiest perennial herbs for modern gardeners to grow. Despite its rugged character, thyme offers plenty of charm. Its tiny leaves are loaded with aromatic oils that release a warm, earthy fragrance whenever brushed or harvested. The flavor is rich and slightly sweet, making thyme a staple ingredient in countless recipes. It pairs wonderfully with roasted vegetables, soups, stews, marinades, poultry, sauces, and meat dishes, adding a distinctive Mediterranean touch to every meal. One of thyme's greatest strengths is its diversity. While common thyme remains the most popular culinary variety, gardeners can also choose from lemon thyme, orange thyme, woolly thyme, and creeping thyme. Lemon thyme offers a bright citrus scent that complements seafood and chicken beautifully. Creeping thyme spreads low to the ground, creating a fragrant living carpet that looks stunning between stepping stones and along garden paths. Beyond its culinary value, thyme is also highly decorative. During the warmer months, masses of delicate white, pink, or lavender flowers appear above the foliage. These blossoms create a soft cloud of color while attracting bees, butterflies, and countless beneficial pollinators. In fact, thyme is often considered one of the most pollinator-friendly herbs available. Maintenance is refreshingly simple. Thyme thrives in full sunlight and prefers soil that drains quickly. Rich, heavily watered soil often causes more problems than dry conditions. Once established, the plant needs very little care beyond occasional pruning to maintain its shape and encourage fresh growth. Many gardeners intentionally plant thyme near walkways, patios, and entrances. Every time someone brushes against the foliage, the plant releases its signature fragrance into the air, creating a welcoming sensory experience throughout the garden. As the years pass, thyme becomes even more characterful. Mature plants gradually develop woody stems near the base while continuing to produce soft, new growth above. If older plants begin looking sparse, cuttings can easily be rooted to create vigorous replacements. Whether growing in containers, herb beds, rock gardens, or along pathways, thyme consistently demonstrates that some of the easiest plants are also among the most rewarding. 4. Mint, the herb that refuses to quit. Few herbs grow with the enthusiasm and determination of mint. Once established, mint quickly becomes one of the most productive plants in the garden. Its vigorous growth, refreshing scent, and remarkable adaptability have earned it a permanent place in gardens around the world. One of mint's most impressive qualities is its persistence. Year after year, it returns with renewed energy, shrugging off cold winters, inconsistent watering, and occasional neglect. Few perennial herbs recover as quickly or grow as aggressively. The variety available is equally impressive. Peppermint delivers an invigorating cooling sensation. Spearmint offers a sweeter and gentler flavor. Chocolate mint carries subtle dessert-like notes, and orange mint contributes a refreshing citrus aroma. Each variety brings something unique to the garden, while maintaining the same dependable growth habit. Mint thrives in fertile, moist soil, and generally performs best where it receives partial shade. This makes it especially valuable in locations where many Mediterranean herbs struggle, such as damp corners, shaded borders, or cooler garden areas. However, every gardener eventually learns one important lesson about mint. It loves to spread. Underground runners move rapidly through the soil, sending up new shoots far beyond the original planting area. Left unchecked, mint can quickly dominate garden beds and crowd neighboring plants. For this reason, many gardeners prefer growing it in containers or using buried barriers to keep its roots contained. Fortunately, mint rewards regular harvesting. Snipping stems frequently encourages even more vigorous growth, resulting in fuller and healthier plants. Throughout the growing season, fresh leaves can be harvested continuously, while excess foliage can easily be dried for future use. Its uses in the kitchen are nearly endless. Fresh mint enhances teas, desserts, fruit dishes, beverages, sauces, marinades, and salads. The cooling flavor instantly brightens recipes and adds a refreshing element that few other herbs can match. Beyond culinary applications, mint has a long history in traditional herbal practices. Its soothing aroma and cooling properties have made it popular in teas, herbal preparations, oils, balms, and personal care products for generations. Mint also provides practical benefits in the garden. Its strong fragrance can help discourage mosquitoes, ants, and certain other pests. Planting mint near patios, doorways, or outdoor seating areas adds both beauty and a naturally refreshing scent to the surrounding space. Combining productivity, fragrance, resilience, and versatility, mint remains one of the most beloved herbs a gardener can grow. Once it becomes part of the landscape, it's hard to imagine the garden without it. 5. Oregano, a hardy herb. Bursting with flavor. Oregano has long been one of the defining herbs of Mediterranean cuisine. Its bold flavor is responsible for much of the character found in pizzas, pasta sauces, roasted vegetables, and countless traditional dishes. Yet beyond its culinary fame, oregano is also one of the toughest perennial herbs available to home gardeners. This herb excels in challenging conditions. Dry weather, poor soil, intense heat, and rocky terrain rarely slow it down. In fact, oregano often develops its strongest flavor when grown under slightly stressful conditions, because the leaves produce more concentrated aromatic oils. Ironically, less pampering often leads to better oregano. Once established, it handles drought exceptionally well and easily survives hot summers as well as light winter frosts. Every spring, fresh growth emerges from the base, gradually forming a dense mound of aromatic foliage. The leaves may be small, but their flavor is incredibly powerful. Warm, earthy, and slightly peppery, oregano pairs beautifully with tomatoes, grilled meats, cheeses, soups, stews, sauces, and roasted vegetables. Just a few leaves can transform an ordinary recipe into something far more flavorful. The herb has also been appreciated for centuries because of its naturally occurring antioxidant and antibacterial compounds, making it one of the most valued herbs in traditional Mediterranean culture. Beyond the kitchen, oregano offers ornamental appeal. Throughout summer, clusters of tiny pink, lavender, or purple flowers appear above the foliage. These blooms attract bees, butterflies, and numerous beneficial insects, helping support biodiversity throughout the garden. Growing oregano requires very little effort. The plant prefers full sunlight and excellent drainage. Once mature, occasional watering and regular harvesting are often all that is needed to keep it healthy and productive. As plants age, they may develop woody growth near the base. Fortunately, dividing mature clumps every few years quickly restores vigor, while providing additional plants for other areas of the garden. Combining intense flavor, beautiful flowers, drought tolerance, and easy maintenance, oregano remains one of the most valuable perennial herbs for gardeners of every skill level. 6. Sage, an herb rich in beauty, history, and character. Few perennial herbs possess the elegance and timeless appeal of sage. With its velvety silver-green leaves and refined appearance, sage looks equally at home in ornamental flower borders and productive herb gardens. It offers a rare combination of beauty, fragrance, and practicality that has made it a favorite for generations. Originating in the Mediterranean region, sage naturally thrives in sunny locations with excellent drainage. Unlike many garden plants, it actually prefers conditions on the drier side and performs exceptionally well, where moisture-loving species may struggle. Once established, sage becomes highly resilient. It tolerates drought, resists many common plant problems, and requires very little maintenance, making it an excellent choice for gardeners seeking reliable long-term performance. One of the plant's most distinctive features is its foliage. The soft leaves have an almost velvety texture that feels unique to the touch. Crushing them releases a rich herbal fragrance with earthy and peppery undertones, instantly evoking thoughts of comforting meals and traditional herbal remedies. In the kitchen, sage delivers a bold flavor unlike any other herb. It complements roasted vegetables, poultry, potatoes, stuffing, rich sauces, and countless autumn-inspired dishes. Even a small amount can dramatically enhance a recipe. Fresh leaves gently crisped in butter create an especially aromatic addition to both simple and sophisticated meals. Historically, sage has held a special place far beyond culinary traditions. Ancient cultures viewed it as a symbol of wisdom, longevity, and healing. Herbal teas made from sage leaves were traditionally used to soothe discomfort and support well-being, while bundles of dried sage were often burned during ceremonial practices because of their fragrant smoke. As a garden plant, sage gradually develops into a handsome semi-woody shrub capable of living for many years. In late spring and early summer, tall spikes of blue-violet flowers rise above the foliage, creating a beautiful display that attracts bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. These blossoms add color and movement while supporting valuable pollinators. Care is straightforward. Light pruning after flowering helps maintain a compact shape and encourages fresh growth. In colder climates, a protective layer of mulch around the base can help safeguard roots during winter. The one thing sage dislikes most is overly wet soil, so avoiding excessive watering is important for long-term success. Elegant, aromatic, durable, and steeped in history, sage continues to earn its reputation as one of the finest perennial herbs available. More than simply a culinary ingredient, it represents centuries of tradition, resilience, and enduring beauty in the garden. 7. Lemon balm, the bright and uplifting garden companion. Among all perennial herbs, few create such an immediate sense of freshness and relaxation as lemon balm. Simply brushing against its leaves releases a delightful citrus fragrance that drifts through the air, bringing an instant feeling of calm and renewal. Its cheerful scent, vibrant foliage, and effortless growth make it one of the most enjoyable herbs to cultivate. A close relative of mint, lemon balm shares the same vigorous nature and dependable growth habits, but it offers a gentler personality. While mint can be bold and assertive, lemon balm feels softer, more delicate, and wonderfully soothing. Once planted, it quickly establishes itself and returns each spring with lush green growth that brightens garden beds, containers, and herb borders. One reason gardeners appreciate lemon balm so much is its adaptability. It grows happily in both full sun and partial shade, making it suitable for a wide range of garden conditions. It also propagates easily through seeds, cuttings, and underground spreading roots, allowing even novice gardeners to achieve success with very little effort. The foliage is one of the plant's most appealing features. Its soft, textured leaves are shaped like small hearts and contain aromatic oils that release a sweet lemon scent whenever they are touched. Unlike the sharp acidity of actual lemons, the fragrance of lemon balm is mellow, comforting, and refreshingly gentle. Walking through a garden where lemon balm is growing can feel surprisingly therapeutic. In the kitchen, lemon balm offers remarkable versatility. Fresh leaves can be added to herbal teas, fruit salads, desserts, syrups, infused waters, and chilled beverages. Its subtle citrus flavor enhances recipes without overwhelming them, making it a favorite ingredient for gardeners who enjoy creating fresh herbal drinks and seasonal treats. Many people particularly enjoy harvesting lemon balm for evening tea. A warm cup brewed from freshly picked leaves is often appreciated as a relaxing way to end a busy day. The mild citrus aroma and soothing flavor make it one of the most pleasant herbal infusions available from the garden. Beyond its culinary value, lemon balm has a long-standing reputation in traditional herbal practices. For centuries, it has been associated with relaxation, emotional balance, digestive comfort, and restful sleep. Herbalists throughout history frequently incorporated lemon balm into preparations designed to calm the mind and promote overall well-being. During the flowering season, lemon balm becomes even more valuable to the garden ecosystem. Clusters of small white or pale yellow blossoms appear among the foliage, attracting large numbers of bees and beneficial pollinators. In fact, the plant has earned a reputation as one of the most bee-friendly herbs available, helping support pollinator populations while bringing energy and movement into the landscape. Like mint, lemon balm can spread enthusiastically when conditions are favorable. Many gardeners choose to grow it in containers or trim it regularly to prevent it from expanding beyond its intended space. Fortunately, regular harvesting benefits the plant, encouraging dense growth and a continuous supply of fresh leaves. More than simply an herb, lemon balm creates an atmosphere. Its fragrance adds a welcoming quality to patios, walkways, and seating areas, while its lush foliage contributes beauty and texture throughout the growing season. Calming, aromatic, productive, and easy to grow, lemon balm remains one of the most rewarding perennial herbs for gardeners seeking both beauty and practicality. 8. Rosemary, the evergreen symbol of strength and endurance. Few herbs possess the timeless appeal and remarkable durability of rosemary. For generations, this evergreen Mediterranean plant has been admired for its fragrance, culinary value, and extraordinary ability to flourish under challenging conditions. Strong, resilient, and long-lived, rosemary embodies the very qualities that make perennial herbs so valuable in the garden. Native to coastal regions of the Mediterranean, rosemary naturally thrives in bright sunshine, dry conditions, and freely draining soil. Unlike many plants that demand constant watering, rosemary actually performs best when allowed to dry slightly between waterings. Excess moisture is one of the few factors that can seriously compromise its health. When given plenty of sunlight and proper drainage, rosemary can thrive for decades. Its narrow, needle-like leaves remain attractive throughout the year, providing evergreen color even when many other plants have entered dormancy. These aromatic leaves release a distinctive scent that combines pine, woodsy notes, and subtle hints of citrus. The fragrance alone has made rosemary famous across countless cultures. Ancient Greeks associated rosemary with memory and intellectual focus. Historical accounts describe students wearing rosemary garlands while studying because the herb was believed to support concentration and mental clarity. In the kitchen, rosemary remains one of the most powerful culinary herbs available. Its bold flavor complements roasted meats, poultry, potatoes, vegetables, breads, soups, and countless savory dishes. A single sprig can infuse an entire recipe with warmth and complexity. Rosemary-infused oils, vinegars, and butters are especially popular for adding depth to everyday meals. Yet, rosemary contributes far more than flavor. As one of the earliest blooming herbs, it plays an important ecological role by supporting pollinators when few other plants are flowering. During late winter and early spring, clusters of delicate blue, violet, or lavender-colored blossoms appear along the stems, providing bees with an essential nectar source at a critical time of year. In regions with mild winters, rosemary remains attractive year-round. Its evergreen foliage adds texture, structure, and fragrance to herb gardens, borders, containers, and decorative landscapes even during colder months. Caring for rosemary is remarkably straightforward. The plant requires full sun, well-draining soil, and occasional pruning to maintain a dense, attractive shape. In colder climates where winter temperatures become severe, many gardeners grow rosemary in containers so it can be moved indoors or protected during harsh weather. Allowing the soil to dry moderately between waterings helps prevent root problems and keeps the plant vigorous. Another advantage of rosemary is how easily it can be propagated. Stem cuttings root readily, allowing gardeners to create multiple new plants from a single mature specimen. With proper care, one rosemary plant can provide decades of enjoyment and eventually produce countless offspring. In some Mediterranean regions, ancient rosemary shrubs have survived for many decades, standing as living examples of the plant's extraordinary endurance. For gardeners seeking a true long-term investment, rosemary is difficult to surpass. Evergreen, aromatic, productive, resilient, and deeply woven into culinary and cultural traditions, rosemary continues to earn its place among the most treasured perennial herbs in gardens around the world.